It seems people don't want to buy a piece of the iconic Empire State Building. Ever since it went public, the stock has been trading well below expectations, and that is frustrating many of the original investors. Well, our next guest represented two of the companies that wanted to actually buy the building before that IPO. Joining us now, Avison Young Vice President Jason Meister. Jason, thank you so much for being here. So, just to lay out this story, you're saying that the original investors in the Empire State Building were misled into believing that by turning this into a public company and folding it into a real estate investment trust, that they would get more bang for their buck. But you say that was very misleading, and now this, after the IPO, this stock is not trading where it was expected to.
That's correct. Thank you for having me on, Ashley.
Sure.
The stock is trading at $13 a share. You know, these investors were completely misled. They were told that the exchange value in the REIT was going to be roughly $323,000 a unit.
A unit.
Correct. It ends up that at $13 a share, these investors are getting roughly $223,000. That's $100,000 less than what they were told they were going to get in the REIT. This is a totally misconception. And, you know, you pick up any newspaper today, you watch any news channel, and you see, you know, look at President Obama is guaranteeing that the American people are going to be able to keep their health insurance policies. Under Obamacare, it goes effective. What happens? Millions of Americans get cancellation policies. People don't want to be misled. If you tell them you're going to get them one thing, you deliver on it.
So this is going to New York's appellate court, and what are you hoping that they will rule? What do you ultimately want the outcome to be?
Well, you know, I think that what the lawyers that represent the investors want is they want to prove that the $100 forced buyout, that the vote that took place to allow the REIT to go through was actually a vote that was coerced, and that these people were basically put a gun to their head and were told you have to vote in favor of the REIT, when in reality a lot of people, because they were being told they were going to get bought out at $100 versus getting the $300,000 that they were supposed to get.
Because there was a big offer to buy the structure, right? There were several offers.
That's correct.
Which would have, you know, generated a much better return on their investment.
I had made offers well above $2 billion, $2.2 plus billion. So the investors would have received in excess of $300 million more than what the REIT is now trading at.
So this is not a case of someone thinking, oh, great, we're going to get more money on this. It doesn't work out, and now they're crying foul, because sometimes you've got to say buyer beware. You're saying there's more to it than that. There's
a lot more to it. I mean, it's not right to tell people that they're going to get $323,000 or that you think that they should be able to get $323,000 when they're not going to get that. Even at $15 a share, they weren't getting it. So, you know, I know that the stock market's very overheated right now. We have a debt ceiling crisis. We have a lot of issues to deal with. These people owned one of the most iconic buildings in the world. You go any corner of the earth, and people know the Empire State Building. If you wrote on a postcard Empire State Building, it would end up at the Empire State Building, wherever you were.
Yeah. Well, it's in court tomorrow. We wish you the very best of luck, and we'll continue to follow it. It's very interesting indeed. Jason, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.